Hello, Professor. We, the team nine of three amigos, myself, Sirisha, Dhrumil, and Viswanth, had made a project on the company called Canadian Natural Resources Limited. And these are our agenda for today's presentation. Let's quickly go to the executive summary of the company. Canadian Natural Resources Limited is an energy producing company established in Alberta province in the year 1973. They are active operators in the area of North America, UK, North Sea, and offshore Africa. They produce a balanced mix of natural gas, light crude oil, heavy crude oil, bitumen, and synthetic crude oil. By producing these natural resources, made Canadian Natural Resource Company different from other natural resource producing companies in the world. The company had expanded and acquired of Athabasca Oil Sands project, and they also expanded in getting the polymer flood project at Pelican Lake. Through this phase of transition, the companies have set their base for their sustainable free cash flow. They simply believe in their motto to develop people to work together to create value for companies or shareholders by doing it right with fun and integrity. Out of the major challenges faced by the company, we have found this operational challenge as critical and major operational challenge faced by the company. That is finding the methods to develop the piloting technologies that can be effectively adapted across the and other sectors which can able to reduce greenhouse gases emission. And we have found three technological solutions which will be explained by Viswanth.
Yeah, thank you, Sirisha. As Sirisha mentioned, for the challenges faced by the Canadian natural resources, we as a team came up with three technological solutions to overcome the operational challenges. The first one is developing an in-pit extraction process. An in-pit extraction process is nothing but an alternative bitumen extracting method, separating oils and ores. The method which they used previously was tailing pond, which is the biggest threat to the public safety as well as the environment. So the Canadian natural gas actually considered in-pit extraction process as they wanted to invest in new technologies as well. And there are various benefits of using in-pit extraction process. Like uh, example, we can there are environmental benefits, and it also can be relocated, and the modular extraction can happen when the process is done. Few environmental benefits discussed are, few environmental benefits of this in-pit extraction process are reducing the greenhouse gas emission by up to 40% in bitumen production compared to the conventional oil sand mining processing plants by minimizing transportation. And the next one is reduce footprints of mining operations by eliminating need for constructing new central or processing facilities. And it accelerates reclamation, reduces and avoids fugitive emissions, and potentially eliminates the need for future fluid tailing ponds through the production of dry stackable tailings. Considering all the advantages of uh, in-pit extraction process, this solution has been considered as one of the technological solutions we came across out of three. And the next technological solution will be continued by Dhrumil.
Thank you, Vishwan. Here I would like to describe technological solution 2, which is to generate electricity with the help of carbon dioxide, so that company can able to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Company has implemented technology which is called molten carbon fuel cells, MCFC, which is nothing but it converts chemical energy into the electrical energy. So after generating electricity, company can sell this electricity to the power grid, and at the end of the chemical process, heat and water are produced. So water is used to generate a steam in power plant or power station, so that company can reduce percentage of the fresh water. And the next technological solution will be discussed by Sirisha.
Thank you, Dhrumil. Our last technological solution is to develop new ways to treat recycled water and lower emissions. As you can see in this picture, one side of the tank is used to produce the recycled water through cooled water, which is sent to the water treatment base, and it is sent out through reheated by cleaning the recycled water. So this whole process is called as high temperature reverse osmosis. This process has simply two procedures. One is by sending the steam to the reservoir to recover bitumen from the surface, and the second step includes sending the natural gas into the reservoir to heat the water and then produce the steam. So the Canadian Natural Resource Company has developed this procedure to treat in situ oil sands water treatment process by operating at a high temperature of 100 degrees Celsius to eliminate any chances of a bacteria or fungus present in water or in situ oil sands to produce clean and error-free water. So they are considering to redesign the treatment facility so that the water will be heated all the time so that they can lower their costs and also thereby footprints. Next slide will be discussed by Dhrumil.
After analyzing all the technological solution, we would like to recommend a technological solution 2, which is absorbing the CO2 from the atmosphere and from the side and converting into the electrical energy and generate electricity for the following reason. The first and foremost is the efficiency of the technology is up to 55%. Company can reduce greenhouse gases by capturing CO2 from the atmosphere. Company can sell electricity to the power grid, and it is only potential zero option for electricity generation. Next timeline for implementation will be done by Vishwan.
Yeah, thank you, Dhrumil, again. So yeah, this is the implementation chart of our project. We had three phases in this implementation. Completing this project, starting with the introduction, and then later moving on to the reviewing, and then to the presentation and final submission. So we had a timeline of 25 days to complete this project. Dividing it, we have divided 11 days for introduction, 9 days for reviewing, and the remaining days for the presentation and working on the final submission. We are currently at the final process of this project. And the next slide is about this business case, which will be discussed by Dhrumil.
As per the data available on the company website, company has invested $3.9 million in research and development between 2009 to 2020. Company has invested $48 million in greenhouse gas research and new innovative technologies in 2020. So on the basis of investment, company can get a return in terms of reduction of greenhouse gases emission up to 18%, reduction of methane emission about 28%, and reduction of greenhouse gas emission in oil sand and mining and thermal power station between 2016 and 2020. Since 2016, the company is able to conserve 12.5 million tons of carbon dioxide in primary heavy crude oil and in situ oil sand operation. And after generating the electricity from CO2, company can able to export the electricity to the Alberta grid to generate revenue stream. And these are the reference which we have used for our project of Canadian Natural Resources Limited, and hence I would like to conclude our project here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.